Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rosero Network. I'm Dan. I'm joined by Rich. Hi, Rich.
All right.
Hello, mate. We're looking at the Dark Zone, like a little bit more in detail this time, as opposed to the rushed one that we had last time. Also, have you noticed this was like 3 minutes into our hands-on, and this guy is not in our squad.
Right.
And I'm like, guys, should we take him down?
Wow.
And then so yeah,
He was just chilling. And
he was.
thought
I think he was
all right.
waiting for the rest of his squad to spawn in.
Oh dear.
So the
Destroy
joys
him.
of the Dark Zone. So within 3 minutes, we'd gone rogue. So yeah, we're going to look at. We went hands-on with two of the Dark Zones,
Yep.
East and South, as we mentioned at the end of the video, which we probably should have mentioned at the beginning of the video. There are now 3 Dark Zones in the division, or in Division 2, in Washington DC. This is the Eastern. Oh, just running past those guys. This is the East Dark Zone. This is by Union Station in Washington DC, and we're going to look a little bit more chilled out to what it was yesterday. Types of events. So we're going to be going around. We're going to be reclaiming areas like the Forum we're heading to now, and stuff like that. So we're just meeting back up. But so we're doing your usual kind of go in to an area, wipe everybody out, get the loot, move on, that kind of thing. So less PvP and more PvE. Actually, we're not going to the Forum. We're going to this area here on the left, and we're going to take out some... actually, I think there's another guy. So yeah, we started strongly fighting other teams. Eventually, so much so
that's
that
some good flankage.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
He didn't know what hit him.
so yeah, this is Washington DC, no longer New York. We throw down a Seeker drone, missile, whatever they're called, Seeker something. This is Washington DC. It's 1-to-1, Rich.
Yeah, you said that. That sounds insane.
Yeah. Also, a really fun fact that we got from Julian Garrity, who's the creative director on the Division 2. He said that the Division is the most completed campaign of any Ubisoft story game. Can't remember the exact quote, but we're running it on the site.
Which sounds crazy.
It does,
I
right?
wouldn't have put this up there as one that people completed.
No, but I always look back fondly on. We played quite a bit in co-op.
Yeah, we had
didn't
fun. Yeah, we finished it, you and I, and I ended up quite enjoying it.
Yeah. So more of the same, I think, is what my takeaway is. Same kind of combat, same bullet sponges. Obviously, specializations are new. 3 new Dark Zones. 3 rogue states now, as opposed to 1 rogue state.
Yeah.
But this is your standard kind of division fare now, right?
Yeah.
Go into an area, kill everyone, get the loot, be cavalier, get downed. So yeah, we're using my detection there. That's somebody with a drone, like a car.
There's your bullet sponge.
There's your bullet sponge, exactly. But yeah, so this is the Eastern Zone. Each zone is quite distinct, has its own story. Has its own kind of vibe. This one specifically this area's all about landmarks and stuff like that. If you look at, we didn't go to the West Zone, but they talked about it. And in the West Zone, it's Georgetown,
Right.
which is your Eastern, not Eastern, but your European architecture, stuff like that, like houses,
Right.
alleys and stuff like that. So, whereas this one's all your big landmarks, like Union Station.
You're on fire. Stop, drop and roll.
I am.
Uh.
I was just, now
you go.
I roll. Now I roll. And then I nearly roll into fire. But it's your usual kill everyone, loot them, move on. So, like, here's your landmark. This is the palace we're in now. The Washington Monument is in this area.
Right.
But it's obviously not Washington as we know it, Rich. It's Washington.
In the post-apocalypse.
Yeah. And we were talking about it earlier on. We couldn't think of another game that had a more realistic post-apocalypse.
Yeah, because usually you have mutants or some sort of stylistic choice, but this is quite grounded.
Humans on humans.
No mutants, no zombies.
Yeah, because like The Last of Us, the virus outbreak, that can happen.
Yeah.
But maybe not so much the clickers. What was the other one you mentioned upstairs?
Metro.
Was it Metro?
Yeah, I think I said Metro, but
There was another
it's
one
got
you went, and I was
mutants
like,
in it.
oh.
Fallout,
Yeah, Fallout was the one you mentioned, right? But
which is totally unrealistic.
yeah. Well, we don't know.
I think it's more the scenario that I thought was plausible.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, obviously you can level up in the Dark Zone. There's still Dark Zone keys and stuff like that. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the South.
Yeah.
And in the next video, we do a little bit of the thief stuff that I was talking about, which is the other rogue status. But it's still the same kind of gameplay loops. You go into an area, you clean it out, you get the loot, and then you decide to extract it. You decide to kind of stay out longer. It's kind of that risk versus reward.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned briefly in the last one, in this one, we were told, and we actually saw it in action, that not all the loot that you get is contaminated. So you can pick up stuff
Yeah.
that is basically a weapon that you can use then and there,
Yeah, that's good.
which is good because like as much I did like the first Dark Zone in the Division 1, but you always seem to fill up really quickly
Yeah.
with loot, and you have to extract every like 20 minutes or 10 minutes
Yeah.
or something like that. And that was your gameplay loop. It seems like they've taken that out of it a little bit and stretched it, which is great. And this is us heading now to extract. But yeah, the Capitol building you'll see and stuff like that. I'm not familiar with the geography of Washington, so I don't know where. See, there's the Capitol building. So I don't know where the White House is, but I'm assuming the White House will be in it.
Yeah, of
Do
course.
you know what I mean?
It can't not be.
Yeah. I mean, the White House was in a Hitman game. It's got to be
Yeah.
in a game set in Washington. So yeah, obviously we are moving now to extract. There's your usual extract zones all over the place. My only concern is 3 dark zones.
Yeah.
You're going to split the player base.
Yeah. I mean, do you know if they're doing anything about that? I mean, I suppose.
I don't know. I think
Does each one have a different
I don't know this for fact, but
objective?
I was
or-
listening into a conversation that somebody was having with somebody else. I think they've upped the player count in some.
Right. Okay.
So, like, and I think that the zones must be smaller because New York's was huge.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that like a fraction of the size of New York.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it would make sense if each dark zone has a different, I don't know, kind of slant on things.
See, what we didn't talk about in the last video, because the last video was very manic. It was like, ah, shit, this is happening.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, this is happening. So PvP in the
Yep.
dark zone,
Yep.
for the most part, is what they call normalized.
Right.
All your stats are even, so you can't have somebody with a 300 damage gun going up
Right.
against someone with a 100 damage
Yeah.
gun. Like, they're all evened out.
That makes
Um,
sense.
So that wasn't the case in the last one, right?
Okay. Right.
From what I
don't know.
remember, I don't know. They tweaked it and stuff, but when
Yeah.
I played, I swear that wasn't the case.
Everyone is on a level playing field.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But skills, obviously, if you're more skillful, you're going to do all right.
Yeah.
If you've got good tactics and a good loadout, that's going to suit you better. So
Good
you build,
squad.
Yeah, a good squad as well, good teamwork. But they have these things called occupied dark zones,
Right.
which, and this I'm going to quote Garrity now, which are in a cadenced rhythm.
Right.
What? But basically, that means no level playing field, stats matter,
Right.
friendly fire is on, no normalization, but it's where you get the highest risks and the highest rewards.
Right.
So that's where, when you're top level and you've got the best weapons, you're going to be wanting to go out to get the better weapons and stuff like that. And they, from what I understand, they will move around, and
Right.
they haven't nailed down how long between each one yet. He said maybe weekly, but they haven't nailed it down. So it's going to be a different zone every time. And I wonder whether, like, they didn't really talk a great amount about this, but I wonder whether it's going to be like one zone is going to be permanently, no, not permanently, but there's always going to be one occupied dark zone. I don't know whether that's the case.
Right.
Is that drone that I was talking about? It's deadly, mate. It's deadly.
Yeah, I can see you getting hammered.
Yeah, for sure. It's really hard to shoot as well, especially with the recoil.
Yeah. There you go. Got it.
But yeah, Rich, that is the Eastern Dark Zone.
Very nice it looks too.
Yeah, it is, and it's very different. Obviously, it doesn't look like Washington. Doesn't look like this. You're not going to get like logs like this in the middle of anywhere.
Are you sure?
I would have thought so. But yeah,
Right.
we'd end with a bit of PvP as we started the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the East Dark Zone. We're going to be looking at the South Dark Zone tomorrow or the next day. Well, next video that we put out will be the Southern Dark Zone, where we'll be looking at like the kind of the thief, rogue loops, etc.
Cool.
Folks, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, folks. Bye.
Bye bye.